So one single affiliate link on my main channel paid me more in a year than any full-time job I've ever had. In a niche almost nobody is fighting me for on YouTube. My main channel sits at around 25,000 subs at this time and pulls in around 10K to 15K a month, all from affiliate income. And most of that affiliate income is from one type of product. So in this video, I'm gonna walk through how I built it over the past 2 years. Spoiler alert, this is not a get rich quick scheme. So if that's what you're looking for, this is not the video for you guys. But I'll talk about how I built it up and what rules I've abided by and what rules have helped me to figure out whether an affiliate is worth my time or not. So hopefully this can help some of you guys out there get started. So let's get into it. So first off, this is just what worked for me, guys. But I know that if you find a hole in the market and you just deep dive into it, it could work for you too. And I feel like no one's really talking about this. I've actually seen firsthand other creators do the same thing, and that's where I got the inspiration from. So I just want to share this with you. So if you made it past the intro, you got past the fact that at the time of this recording, I only got 6,000 subs on this third channel. You got past all of that and you're ready to see what is possible. That's what I want to lay out in this video, because I feel like there's so many ways to get into it and not enough people are talking about it. Everyone's just talking about AdSense, and that is not the play, guys. So if you got past the intro, you are qualified to learn the secret to success in affiliates. I want to just define a few things before we get into the nitty-gritty. There's different types of affiliate agreements, I would say, or relationships, commissions, whatever. There's like high ticket items versus high percentage items. And both are great ways to get into it. The worst thing you want is like a low ticket item and a low percentage item. So let's talk about high ticket. High ticket just means that the product costs a lot more money. We're talking like hundreds or thousands of dollars, and you get a fixed cut from that. You get a percentage. So even if you get like 10% of $1,000 product, which is the case for some of my affiliates, that's $100 that you didn't have before, right? The other way that you can go is high percentage, where it's a lower ticket item. Maybe it's like $100 or less, but you get like 20% of it, 25% of it, even 30%. I've gotten up to 50% when I first started working with certain brands, things like that, just for a limited time. That was nice. But in that case, it's definitely a more attainable item for most people, and you get a higher percentage, so it's still really good money. The thing about high ticket is that it needs trust. No matter what you're doing, honestly, you need to be using these products. Like if you want to be able to build trust with your audience where they actually are open to what you say about the products and they trust you enough to use your link because you provided them with good information and you've been using the product for a certain amount of time, you genuinely enjoy the product. It's not just an unboxing or something. That's what you need to build up on your channel. My main channel is not an affiliate channel. It makes money from affiliates, but it's actually a channel about health and wellness, staying sprightly until you're in your 80s, like moving better, right? Being able to get up and down off the floor, like with like no effort, whatever. That's what the channel is about. And I talk about the different products that I incorporate into my everyday life that allow me to maintain my mobility, all that good stuff. And one of the things that I do is I sleep on the floor, and that just incorporates lower body mobility, and it's really good for my back. So I no longer have back pain. And that one product, Floor Futon, is where I make most of my affiliate income. And it's not just with one brand anymore. There's 3. That's a story for another day. But the only way I'm able to have an income from talking about these products is because I've used these products. I love floor sleeping, and I could talk to anybody about it who would listen. I would talk to you for all day. And I do my best to provide like an honest opinion and share my findings. You know, like sometimes my opinions change over time, and then I don't recommend certain products anymore. And that's okay with me. Like it's an evolving journey, and I've just taken my audience along for the ride. And so now for some reason, I'm the go-to source for futons. So you can do a keyword search on Google, see if I still come up. Try futon, see if I come up in the videos tab for you. Like I've been doing pretty well, ranking pretty well. There should be a few videos there. If not, try Japanese futon, I'm there. Anyway, let's talk more about what product you should pick. I love when you comment, but please do not comment, what niche should I pick? What product should I get? What this and that? I did research, and this was something that I'm genuinely into, and nobody else was talking about it as much as I do. And it's literally a special interest of mine. So you have to figure out what that is for you. You have to see, you know, like look around your house. What do you like to use? What do you genuinely love? Do a search on Google. Are a lot of people talking about it? If you see like just a few videos about a product and you feel like you could offer so much more, then maybe you can try that. But if you see it's like oversaturated or whatever, maybe you need to find something else. I cannot tell you that. I think that's the thing too about YouTube is everyone's just like, tell me what to do. There's parts you have to do yourself. Everyone has a unique gift to share or a unique take on something. So within yourself, you need to figure out what story can you tell to the world? How can you help others? How can you create value? With all of that, I've just been sharing things that work for me. And then I noticed some things resonated with my audience. And there wasn't a lot of content on floor futons, like how to pick a good floor futon. Like there wasn't that much content on that. So that's why it worked for me. So once you find something, you have to see if that brand has an affiliate program. Because with one of my brands, I started with affiliate links, but affiliate links only pay you like 1% to 4%. Literally, if you've been using it, if you bought it already and you have it, you could just be like, I've been using your products for a year, 6 months, and I want to talk about it on my YouTube channel. Is there any way that you could set me up with an affiliate account, blah, blah, blah. Usually brands, if they have an affiliate program, they're more than happy to give you a link. It's usually not a big deal. But yeah, that's something you need to just reach out directly. If you don't see any contact info anywhere, like go to their website and just ask if you can talk to the affiliate manager or something like that, or marketing or something, whatever. And they will usually point you in the right direction. In terms of pricing, my main affiliate brand, their products are usually like, they start at like $30 or $40, but people tend to buy more of them. So maybe an average sale is like $400 or $500 all in, because there's floor futons, there's floor cushions, there's pillows, there's all the stuff. And then I get like 20% of that. My more expensive items like floor desks or the higher end futons, authentic Japanese futons, my commission is a little lower, but the more expensive items, if you're lucky, you could still get 20%, but they tend to be a little lower, more like in the 10 to 15% range. But that's still really good if you sell something for $1,000. So you got to do the math and see how much you would make per sale. For me, I would say that if I make around like $50 per sale, I'm pretty happy. If it's a more expensive type of item, high ticket, I like to make at least like $75 to $100 per sale. That's usually what's been working. If it's like a lower ticket item and I'm selling a lot more, I'm okay if I'm getting like $20 or $50 per sale. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day, the way to win the affiliate game, at least this is what has worked for me, is to own Google search and YouTube search. So to do that, you need to make a lot of content with keywords of your product. Like you're building a library. I will tell you the first maybe 6 months of me getting into this, I was just building content. I wasn't getting a lot of views, maybe like 50 to 200 views on these types of topics. It wasn't a lot, but I just kept building because there were people that were asking me questions. They had a lot of questions about floor sleeping, about floor sitting, all this stuff. So I was just answering questions by making more videos. And I was just always sharing my setup. This is what it looks like up close. This is the type of material. Look at, here's the details. Like I was just doing a bunch of these and they were like underperforming all the time. But somewhere around like 4 or 5 months later, they started all picking up in search. And then that's when I realized that I had built an empire, but I didn't know that's what I was doing at first. You literally just have to flood YouTube with evergreen content on your topic. It's not complicated. It's rather simple. In terms of the type of content that you want to make for these like evergreen videos, when I say evergreen, I just mean content that's going to live on YouTube for many years to come. It's searchable content. You want to show up in search. So in terms of evergreen content, you can do comparisons. Like if you have 2 different brands of the same thing, perhaps you could do a side-by-side comparison because most people won't have those. Or you can do, like a 3-month update, 6-month update, whatever. You can talk about different ways, different use cases for certain products. If it has different varieties within that product, then you can definitely talk about each different model or different styles. Then you can talk about how the styles differ. That's important. Things like that. Those are all the questions people are asking. You can talk about how to take care of that item. A lot of people ask me how to take care of it. You can talk about different setups for the item. Yeah. There's a lot that you can talk about. You just want to be the go-to person for everything related to that item or the topic for which that item is used or the use case for which that item is used. So in my case, floor sleeping. I even have like free ebooks about floor sleeping and floor sitting to just continue to help people, in making a decision on choosing a floor mattress, things like that. So you just want to be the go-to person for whatever it is that you want to talk about. So hopefully those video ideas help. What I do see is a lot of people who will do a review on like a futon or whatever, like an initial review, and then they're done. Some people will do a review like 6 months later later, a year later, but it's literally like they're just doing one every so often. And then some of them don't even have affiliate links. You're giving helpful content, but you don't have any affiliate links. I'm confused about that. I wouldn't be making no videos. I have no way to make money. I'll make a couple of those, you know. I'm not giving nobody free airtime if I'm not gonna get a cut of it. So anyway, I don't care about going viral while I'm making all this evergreen content. I care about people finding my videos and the information they need. So I will tell them, you know, like about the different thicknesses of futons. I will compare all 3 thicknesses. I will tell them about authentic Japanese futons, like what makes an authentic Japanese futon. I will fly to Japan and I will just make a library. And I tell this to like so many of my coaching clients. Like sometimes they feel like they're not making much progress, but I keep reminding them that we're just building a library of evergreen content, searchable content, because I've seen it time and time again. That's what's going to come back months down the line. I've seen it, and that's exactly what happened to me. So yeah, the keyword that I'm pretty sure I own right now is Japanese futon, and I may own futon itself. I had been showing up for just futon, like at least the last couple months. That's been fun. I'm working on my floor desks because that's also making me really good affiliate income, but I have to put out my 3-way comparison. I've been putting it out. It's like, I'm so scatterbrained nowadays. It's fine. We're gonna get it together. But at some point, when you put out enough content and it's searchable, and it's gotta be decent quality, guys. Like when you're doing these reviews, you gotta get to the point like right away. The people need to know within the first 10 to 15 seconds, like what your video is about, what you're gonna provide for them. You can't just be like, hello, my name is Natasha, blah, blah, blah. I don't even introduce myself anymore, guys. Don't do that. People came there for something. So you need to deliver on your promise, and your thumbnails need to be good too. Your thumbnails, your titles, everything. But what I want to say though, is that for my main channel, it's more of an education channel, and the affiliate, it's like the side thing, honestly, even though it's actually the main thing. I'm doing my best to just educate people, to give them options on how to move better each day, how to feel better each day, whatever. And then the side product, because I built that trust and that value up with them, the side effect is that if I have things to recommend, then they are going to possibly use my links. Yeah, that's what that is. So I would say don't go into this like doing a bunch of unboxing. Yeah, a lot of people do unboxing, and maybe it works for like some people, but that's not what's gonna convert. I don't think so. It's trust. It's you being a regular person and showing how a certain product has improved your life or what it helps you with, right? And that's from lived experience. So that's what needs to come across in your videos. So what I would say too is like, a lot of you are starting out, right? You're just starting your channels or whatever. Just look at the things around you that you use in your daily life. Do the research, see if there's like a need for more information for them on YouTube, and then be the source of that information. And even if you can't get a link directly with the brand yet, maybe they're like, oh, you're not a big channel or something like that or whatever, you could at least try Amazon affiliates and see if you can get some sales from that over time too. Because if you're not sure what you want to go too deep into yet, it's just good to have some way to track some kinds of sales. Maybe some brands want some proof of concept first. And so for you to be able to show that, you could start with Amazon affiliates. You could also go to impact.com. I don't know how to say Awin. Maybe it's Awin, AWIN.com. You could go there and see if you could sign up for any affiliates there. There's a lot. Shopify Collabs is a good one. That one, you don't even need to have a certain follower. You just need a channel for a lot of the brands. And you could just like see about getting some affiliate links that way to start. But I would say try not to spread yourself too thin with all of this, right? Because it should be very natural. The way it comes across in your content, it should just be natural, like it's not a sales pitch. You don't have to talk about something every single video, like a product. What you're doing with building your channels, you're educating your audience on something, you're helping them with something, and then the affiliate is things that you mention along the way, you know, that have helped you. So I would say it's not about the size of your channel, it's more about the depth of your channel. Like how deep do you go into certain topics or certain products? That's where the magic happens. That's how I built my empire in floor futons, floor desks, all that good stuff. But it did take me a bit of time to figure out. So in this video, I just wanted to let you know what is possible, because hopefully you can get your gears turning, right? Your brain thinking about what you could possibly research to help you. And you know, like if you're able to build it up, if you're able to end up on search in Google, oh my goodness, watch out, guys. That's when all the magic starts happening, guys. But know that this is like a long game, right? This isn't like overnight success. At this point, you know, 2 years into actually putting out content about floor futons and stuff like that, now is when I'm making a steady 5 figures a month. But it's worth the investment if it's something you're really passionate about and it's easy for you to talk about. It's why not, right? That's what I would say about affiliate income. The main thing is building that relationship with your audience, and it doesn't matter how small you are, you can already start building that, you know? Just make more videos, build your library. And if you feel like you could use more help or more guidance with all of this YouTube stuff, I do have a few spots available for one-on-one coaching. There is a link to apply below. If you just want to keep learning on your own, I do have a free email course down below. 8 days, 8 different ways to make money on YouTube. You can grab it in the description. Hopefully this has been helpful to you guys, or YouTube is telling you that you might like this one next. Bye-bye.